Hey everyone. Welcome to our podcast. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most popular films, Premam. But wait, it's not just a film review.
Exactly. We will also help you improve your English as we chat about the movie. We will discuss around 15 vocabulary words.
No boring lectures here. Think of it as a fun chat between friends. Along the way, we will break down the meanings of words and show you how to use them in real life.
If you are ready, let's dive into George's story. So, let's start with the first phase. George as a teenager, experiencing his infatuation with Mary.
Infatuation means when you suddenly feel a strong attraction toward someone. But it's usually temporary. It comes and goes quickly. You know, like those school crushes.
Exactly. And that's what we call a crush, when you like someone a lot, but usually for a short time.
Right. And George's crush is full of those typical awkward moments. Mira, do you know what it means to feel awkward?
Of course. When you feel awkward, you feel really uncomfortable or unsure. You don't know what to say, and it makes things a little weird.
Right. Like when George waits every morning to see Mary, but then instead of talking to her, he keeps fumbling for words.
Fumbling means you're clumsy or nervous, like when you can't find the right words to say, or when you drop things because you're scared.
Exactly. George stumbles over his words every time he tries to say hi. Instead of speaking smoothly, he makes little mistakes.
Stumbles means making mistakes, especially while speaking or walking. It's like you trip over your words. Poor George. He's so nervous.
Been there, done that. I think many of our listeners have experienced their own awkward moments during a crush. What about you, Mira? Any funny stories?
Oh, definitely. I remember fumbling with words so badly once, I just said bye instead of hi and ran away.
Classic. How about you, listeners? Share your funniest awkward moments in the comments. We would love to hear them.
Now let's move on to the next phase, George's transformation during his college years.
Transformation means a big change in someone's character or personality. And here, George changes a lot. He becomes more confident and charming.
Yes, and charm is an attractive quality that makes someone likable. George develops that charm, and it helps him build a good reputation among his friends.
Exactly. Reputation is what people think about you. It can be good or bad. In George's case, his transformation gives him a positive reputation in college.
But love hasn't completely left him. Even though he's changed, there's still a part of him hoping to find something meaningful.
That's true. It's interesting how life brings new experiences, right? One day, you're awkwardly fumbling with words, and the next, you're admired for your charm.
Quite the transformation. Listeners, what's one transformation you've gone through? Maybe a change in how you speak English. Now let's talk about the third phase, conflict and heartbreak.
Conflict means a struggle or problem, and George faces a big emotional conflict when his new relationship falls apart.
Right. And heartbreak is that deep emotional pain you feel when someone you care about leaves or rejects you. Poor George feels completely shattered.
But here's where the word resilience comes in. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after something bad happens. Even though George is heartbroken, he keeps going.
Yes, resilience is such a powerful quality. It's what helps people move forward after tough times.
Absolutely. Life is full of conflicts, and resilience is what keeps us standing.
Listeners, has there been a time when you showed resilience? Share your stories with us. Finally, let's talk about the last phase, when George finds love again and experiences closure.
Closure means finding peace or resolution after a difficult time. It's like tying up the loose ends of a story.
And this phase of George's life is all about peaceful reconciliation. Reconciliation means making peace after a disagreement or conflict.
Exactly. And how does George meet the love of his life? Through serendipity. It's one of my favorite words. It means a happy accident or finding something good without looking for it.
Yes! Sometimes life surprises us with unexpected moments of joy, and that's exactly what happens with George.
Listeners, have you experienced serendipity? Maybe you found something wonderful when you least expected it?
Well, that brings us to the end of George's story in Premam. What a journey! From infatuation and awkwardness to transformation, conflict, and finally closure.
And along the way, we learned about some useful English words, like infatuation, serendipity, conflict, resilience, and more.
Yes! Remember, the best way to improve your English is by using these words in real life. So, try them out in your conversations. Also, don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. Tell us about your favorite moments from Premam and how you describe them in English. If you found it difficult to understand some words, feel free to rewatch the episode. The more you practice, the better you will become. Thanks for joining us today. Until next time, keep learning, stay curious, and enjoy the little serendipities life throws your way.